So, okay. So here, yes. So we are talking about conditional statements, and within that, I said you if, and else. This is called as if else ladder, and the syntax is used to verify more than one condition or what test. If the condition one is a true, then it executes statement one. Else if condition two is a true, it executes statement two. Else if condition three is a true, it executes statement three, and else it will go for what statement four. So this is what we have seen. If one condition is fail, so what you're trying to do, you're trying to check one more condition. So there is one more statement which is called as a nested if. So nested means within here. So writing if within if is called nested if, or if followed by if is called as which one? Nested if. Means if you are writing if inside the if you are writing if inside the if, so that you can call it as nested if here. Okay, right? If you are writing the if inside the if, so that you can call it as nested. Now, what is the syntax of this nested if here? So you are writing like this. So nested means within. How you are writing if? So there is a condition one, and inside this you are writing another condition. So what is it here? Condition two. So if the condition one is a true, then immediately you're trying to check what? Another condition. And that is nothing but condition two. If the condition one is a true and condition two is a true, so what you are doing, you are executing statement one. So else what you are writing? Some statement two here. Okay. Miss, you are trying to split one condition into how many conditions? Two conditions. Okay. So you can write else if again. One more condition, that is condition three. And inside this again you can write one more condition. So that is condition four. Then you are trying to execute statement three. Okay, else you are trying to execute statement four. So like this, you can have any number of nested. And here you can write a statement five like this. So you can have any number of nested. Nested means within. Okay. So this is three and this is four. Writing else is not compulsory, it is optional. Suppose if condition one is, if condition one, if condition one is true and condition two is a true, then what will happen? It execute statement one. If condition one, condition two are true, so PVM executes statement one. Suppose if condition one is true, condition one is a true and condition two is false. Okay, it executes. Means PVM executes. PVM executes what here? Statement two. If condition one is false, condition one is a false, and condition 3 is true, condition 3 comma condition 4 are true. So PVM execute statement 3. Suppose if condition 1 is a false, it will come to else and check which one, condition 3. If condition 3 is a true, then immediately it will verify condition 4. If condition 3 is a true and condition 4 is also true, then it execute what? Statement 3. So otherwise it will execute what? Statement 4. So if condition 3 is a okay, if condition 3 is false, condition 3 is a true, and condition 4 is a false. Condition 4 is what here? False. It execute PVM executes statement 4. So like the statement 4, if all conditions false, PVM executes. Okay, statement 5. Bring on. So this is how it has been done. Yeah. Condition 3. This if followed by else if. This if followed by this else. Right? So this if followed by this else, and this if followed by else if. Right? So it is like this. Now, so if one condition is true, then immediately you're checking one more condition. If this condition is a true and this condition is also true, then it executes statement 1. If this condition is a true, but this condition is what? False, then it executes statement 2. If this condition is false, then it will check this condition. If this condition is true, then again it will check this condition. So this if followed by else if, and this if followed by which one? Else. I said, writing if inside the if is called as which one? Nested if. So nested means within. Nested means what here? Within your writing. Suppose I write a flowchart of this. How the flowchart of this is like this. So for example, there is a start is there. Then after that, so this is one condition, only one level I'm writing. So this is condition 1. So there is a condition 1. So if the condition 1 is a, suppose, if the condition 1 is a true, so what you're doing within this, there is another condition is there. Inside the condition 1, there is a condition 2 is there. If the condition 1 is a true, then it will check the condition 2. If the condition 2 is a true, so what will happen? It execute statement 1. Okay, it executes statement 1 when if the condition 2 is a true. Yes. 2 is a false, then it executes statement 2 here. Okay. If the condition 1 is a false, so one more condition is checked here. But I'm writing only one level. Suppose if the condition 1 is a false, if the condition 1 is a false, so what will happen? It will try to check one more condition. So what is that condition here? Condition 3. This is condition 3 here. If condition 3 is a true, if the condition 3 is a true, what will happen? Execute statement. If the condition 3 is a true, then immediately there is one more condition is there here. Nested means within. There's one more condition is there. So that is what here condition 4. So if the condition 4 is a true, if the condition 4 is a true, so what will happen? It executes statement 3. So statement 3. If the condition 4 is a false, if the condition 4 is a false, what will happen? Execute statement 4. So like this, you are writing one condition inside another condition like this. How many conditions you are checking? Multiple conditions. Suppose after executing all these statements, what will happen here? Stop. So after executing statement 1, okay, after executing statement 1, so what will happen here? Stop. And after executing statement 2, it will stop. And after executing statement 3, it will stop. After executing statement 4, it will stop. If this condition 2, if this condition 3 is also false, if the condition 3 is also false, what will happen? It will stop. So what will happen? It will stop. Or it will execute statement 5. It will execute statement 5 and then what will happen? Stop. If all the conditions are false, what will happen? It execute one statement. What is the statement it execute? Statement 5. And after executing statement 5, what will happen here? Stop. So this is a flow here. So nothing. You have to write if inside the if. And writing if inside the if is called as which one? Nested here. So writing if inside the if is called as a nested here. Nested means within. What is nested here? Within here. See, if condition 1 is true, then you are checking condition 2. For example, assume that a simple example, if you see, for example, I want to write a program. So I want to write or develop one login application. I want to develop which application here? Login application. So login, what you input in login? Username and password. Input. What should I input here? Username Then what should I input here? Password. I should input how many values here? Two. One is username and one more is a password. Okay. So what I'm doing is if username is equal to NIT, if the username is valid, then only you are verifying which one? Password. If username is valid, then only you are verifying password. If password double equal to NIT 123. If the value of user is equal to NIT, if the value of password equal to NIT 123, if the value of user is equal to NIT, if the value of password equal to NIT 123, then you'll say, I just display the message called which one? Welcome. If this condition is a true, then only you're checking this condition. Suppose input user is not equal to NIT. Okay, then what will happen? Is it user is valid or invalid? Invalid. See, this else is belongs to which one? User. So here I'll say invalid. Which one is wrong? Username is wrong. Suppose username is correct, but password is what here? Wrong. Username is correct, but password is wrong. Then I'll say print. What should I print? Invalid password. Okay, it means based on, see, if the first condition is passed, then you are checking second condition. If both the conditions are true, then execute this statement. Suppose first condition is a true, but second condition is what? False. Then I want to execute one more statement. See, I can write the same thing like this also. Suppose I can write this like this also. If user double equal to NIT and password double equal to NIT 123. Suppose if user input username equal to NIT and input password equal to NIT 123, then I can say welcome. Okay, but suppose user is valid and password is valid, welcome. Suppose user is valid but password is not valid. So I want to execute individual statements. If user is valid but password is not valid, then I want to perform one operation. What is that? Invalid password. But here you have to write one common statement. But here you can write individual statement. If user is not valid, I'm displaying invalid username. If password is not valid, I'm displaying invalid password. If user is valid and password is also valid, I just display the message called which one? Welcome. So it is like this. So once you run this, oh, so once you run this, now NIT 123. So what is the message here? Welcome. Suppose I say NIT and NIT 321 invalid password. Which one is correct? User is correct. Okay, if I say XYZ and ABC, first of all, user is invalid. Because of invalid user, is it verifying password? No. So here, one condition you try to split into how many here? Two. For example, you are developing a banking application. You are developing a banking application where if the transaction is withdraw, what is the transaction type? Withdraw. If the transaction type is withdraw, then you verify. What you verify is it balance is available or not. If transaction type is withdraw, if the balance is available, then do the transaction. If the transaction type is withdraw, balance is not available, then it will come to which part? Else part. And you'll say insufficient balance. Insufficient balance. Now, based on this condition, Based on this condition, you're trying to check what here? Another condition. Now that you can do it by using nested if. For example, suppose I'll tell you one more example on this. Okay, right now this is a okay, right now you have to test it by giving different conditions here, right? For example, I want to write a see here. I want to write a program to find a max of simple logic three numbers. I want to write a program to find the max of three numbers here, three numbers. So I want to find the max of three numbers without using AND operation. So I try to input three numbers, integer of input, enter first number, then n2 equal to integer of input, enter what here, second number. So n3 equal to integer of input, okay, enter what is that here, third number. Suppose if you want to find the max of three numbers, you will say if n1 greater than n2 and n1 greater than n3. But here I used which operator and but I want to write this without using which operation and. So what I'm doing now, suppose if n1 is greater than n2, then immediately you're checking one more condition saying if n1 is greater than n3, then which one is the maximum? You'll say n1 is what? Max. So if the first condition is a true, then immediately you're checking what? Second condition. If the second condition is a true, you are saying, this is n1 is a max. Suppose if n1 is greater than n2, but n1 is not greater than n3, then which one is a max? Which one is max? N3 is a max. See, n1 is greater than n2, but n1 is not greater than n3. Then which one is a maximum? N3 is a maximum. Okay, else if n2 is greater than n1, and if n2 is greater than what? N3, then you'll say which one is maximum? N2 is a maximum, right? N2 is a maximum. Otherwise, else which one is maximum? You'll say which one is maximum here? N3 is the maximum. Okay, else if I can write if else if N3 is greater than N1 and N3 is greater than what? N2, then I'm saying format. Which one is maximum? N3 is a maximum. Otherwise, which one is maximum? N2 is a maximum. So here I try to split two conditions. One condition into how many? Two. If first condition is true, second condition is true, you write one statement. If first condition is true, but second condition is false, then you write another statement. So this AND operation has split it into nested. Okay, if not, you'll say all are equal. You'll say n1 comma n2 comma n3. Okay, or what? Equal. All these values are what here? Equal. I just run this. I just run this. Now here, I try to input some numbers. I just say 10, 20 and 30. 30 is the maximum, right? If I try second number is maximum. If I enter some 30, 30, 20 and 10, which number is maximum? 30 is maximum, which is first value. So in this case, which one is the maximum? Third value. In this case, which one is maximum? Second value. In this case, which one is maximum? First value. If I enter some 10, 10 and 20, which one is maximum? 20 is maximum. Okay. If I enter 10, 10, 10, now all these are equal. Okay, if I'm trying to enter some 10, 20 and 10, which one is maximum? 20 is maximum. You have to test it by giving different inputs. If N1 is greater than N2, then immediately you're checking, is it N1 is greater than N3? Then which one is max? N1 is max. Suppose N1 is greater than N2, but N1 is not greater than N3, then which one is the maximum? N3 is maximum. Suppose N1 is not greater than N2, then it will check, is it N2 is greater than N1? And then immediately N2 is greater than N3. Then you are saying which one is maximum? N2. Suppose N2 is greater than N1, but N2 is not greater than N3. Which one is maximum? N3. That is how you are trying to split it. Now, without using, this is without using which operator? AND operator. Without using AND operator. So here you have not used any AND operation here. Without using AND operation, right? So here you are trying to split one condition into multiple conditions, and that you are doing it by using nested. So nested means within. Okay, nested means what here? Within. For example, okay, a basic example is, now you are developing a simple, some banking logic, banking withdrawal logic, some simple banking withdrawal logic, right? You are writing some withdrawal logic. See, already some balance is there, or you are trying to input the balance. So input enter, enter what is that? Balance. And you are trying to input what is that? Account number. So input enter, what you are trying to input here? Account number. You are trying to input account number, and you are trying to input what here? Balance. You are trying to input account number, and you are trying to input what here? Balance. After input account number and balance, what you have to do? You have to accept transaction type. Whether you want to do deposit or withdraw. So transaction type. So here D for deposit and W for withdraw. If you enter D, that is deposit. If you enter W, that is what? Withdraw. If transaction type equal to withdraw, if you enter W, small w enter. So D is for deposit and W is for withdraw. If transaction type is withdraw, then you have to ask amount, right? How much amount you want to deposit or withdraw. So input enter. What should I enter? Transaction. Transaction what? Amount. How much amount you want to deposit or withdraw. If the transaction type is withdraw, then immediately you are checking. Is it amount is less than? Is it amount is less than what? Balance. If it is withdraw, then immediately you are checking. Is it amount is less than balance? If amount is less than balance, what will it do? Balance minus amount. Withdraw is possible. Suppose if amount is not less than balance, it should display the message. What is that message? Insufficient. Insufficient balance. If amount is not less than balance, then you are displaying the message saying that which one? Insufficient balance. Balance not available. Balance not available. You cannot withdraw it. Yes or no? Okay. Else if transaction type is, what is this here? Deposit. Okay. Else if transaction type is deposit, you simply write balance equal to balance plus amount. Okay. Else, suppose you don't enter W or D, then you should display the message. Okay. Suppose transaction type must be D or W. Okay. D for what here? Deposit. And W is for what here? Withdraw. Like this, you have to define. Then after that, you have to print. What should I print? Account number. So I should print the account number. So I'm trying to display what here? Balance available. Okay. Then what should I display here? What transaction is done? So this is transaction type. So I try to display transaction type. And what I'm trying to display here, format. So transaction amount, how much amount it is. I just write what here? Amount. So what you are trying to do, it's here. Input the number and input the balance, input the transaction type. So D for deposit and W for withdraw. And you are trying to input the amount. And if the type is withdraw, then you are checking is it amount balance is available or not. If the amount is less than balance, you are withdrawing it. Else you are saying insufficient balance. For example, now if you run this, I enter the account number. This is account number and this is balance and deposit some 1,000. Now you can see account number 101, balance is what? 6,000. 5,000 plus 1,000 is what here? 6,000. Then what is the transaction type we did? Deposit. How much transaction we did? 1,000. Okay. Now once you run this, now account number again, enter the balance is 9,000. Transaction type is withdraw. I want to withdraw 2,000. Now you can see account number is 102 and balance is what here? 7,000. Transaction type is withdraw and how much transaction here? 2,000. But balance was 9,000 minus 2,000 is what? 7,000 balance available, right? Suppose I enter the account number. So I just enter some 8,000. Withdraw. I want to withdraw 10,000. But my balance is how much here? 8,000. But I'm trying to withdraw how much here? 10,000. So immediately it is given which message? Insufficient balance. 103 balance is 8,000. Your balance is as it is or not? Yes. Transaction type is withdraw and how much amount you are withdrawing? 10,000. Like this. Okay now, right? So nested, see here, if one condition is a true, then you are checking one more condition. If first condition is a true, immediately you are checking what? Second condition. If the second condition is a true, you are executing statement. Or you can write one more condition also. No, there's no end for nested. You can have any number of nesteds. You can have any number of nesteds. It is not like you can have only one nested. You can have any number of nested statements. See, you can have any number of nested statements. It is not like one nested statements. You can have any number of nested statements. Okay. So you have to understand this. So there is one more conditional statement is there. Yeah, there is one more conditional statements is there. One more conditional statement. So what is that one more conditional statement? Match. Okay, there is one more statement is there, and that is called as which statement? Match statement. Okay, match statement is there, but this match statement is introduced, okay, in Python. Yes, this match statement is introduced in Python 3.10. This is introduced in Python 3.10. Okay, right? Yes. Now, if you see this, so match statement. So match statements here. Match statement in Python 3.10. Okay, Python 3.10. What is a match statement in Python? So here, this is a definition given by Python. The pattern syntax builds a Python existing syntax for a sequence. A match statements compare a value to several different shapes, means patterns until shape fits. It's nothing but pattern matching or equality. See here, this is a technical definition. See here, a match statement compares a value, or this value can be called as which one here? Subject. Okay, match statement compares a value or what? Subject to a several different what? Shapes. Now shapes are nothing but what here? Patterns until a shape fits. The subject this subject is fitted to what here? Shape. Then that particular block get what here? Executed. That particular block get executed. It is similar to switch case. It is similar to switch case in what? C, C++ and Java. So instead of switch and case, here you are using match and case. Instead of using switch case, you are using what here? Match case. So this is a technical definition. This is a technical definition which is given by Python people. But you can write your own definition. A match statement, what it will happen, what it will do, compares a value to a given given what? List of what here? Values. A match statement compares a value to a given list of values. If a given value match with a value exists in a list of values, PVM, what it will happen? Executes that block. PVM executes that block. Matching means if it is matched with the different number of values, if any match with any value. Now this is okay, this is similar to what statement? Switch case statement in other languages like C, C++ and what is that? Java. So this is used for checking only equality. This is used for checking only equality. Now what is the syntax of this match case? You are using two keywords here. One is a match and one more is what? Case. Match followed by here, match followed by expression, okay, or value. Match followed by expression or value. So it is a block. Now this value or same thing you call it as which one? Subject. So expression or value or subject. Now is it subject match with case followed by which one? Case. Case and it followed by which one? Shape. Now this you can call it as a shape, or this you can call it as which one? Value. If this subject match with this particular value, if the subject match with this particular value or what? Shape or pattern, then it execute that block. See here, execute the block. So this is block. I write a statement one, suppose. If it doesn't match with the first shape, then it will look for what? Second shape or second shape or what is it? Value. Then it execute what? Another statement, that is statement two. And then again case. Again, there is a case match with another shape or what is that here? Value. Then it will execute what? Statement three. It doesn't match with any shape. That subject doesn't match with any shape. Then it will come to default shape. It is not matched with any shape. This subject is not equal to first value, second value, third value. Then it will come to which one? Default. But how default is given? Using underscore. How the default is given? By using underscore. And here you are writing one statement. And what is the statement you have written? Statement 4. So case, okay, match and what is that? Case. So you are saying match with the expression or value or subject is equal to a particular shape. If it is equal to particular shape, then that block is executed. If it is not equal to any one of this value, then it execute which case? Default case. But how default case is given? By using what here? Underscore. How default case is given? By using underscore. Okay, right. So PVM read value of PVM read value or subject. Okay, and compare with all cases. Compare with what? All cases. Okay, or match with all, match with what? All cases. If value is equal to any case, PVM execute, okay, related case block, and stop. Related case block, and what will happen? Stop, right? If it is equal to any one of this case, the result of this expression is equal to any one of this case, okay, it execute that block and stops. Execute that case and then what will happen? Stop. So here pattern matching. This is nothing but what here? Pattern matching. So you are reading one value and you are comparing that value against all the values. You are comparing that values with what? Against all the values. If it is equal to any one of those values, it execute that block and then stop it. Okay, now, but this is useful when you are checking equality. For example, there is one menu is there. Okay, menu means you'll have some list of options. If option is 1, do this. If option is 2, do this. So match option, match which one? Option. case 1, do this. Case 2, do this. Case 3, do this. Case 4, do this. Not equal to any one of this case, do something else. That is called as which one here? Default. And how this default is defined? By using underscore. Now this underscore defines what here? Default case. Getting on or not? This underscore is which case here? Default case. Right? Yeah, just try to understand this. Yes. Syntax. See here. For example, I want to read one number from 1 to 10. I want to read one number in 1 to 10 and I want to print in Roman letters, Roman number, a number into Roman number. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to enter one number, integer number. Okay, input, enter integer number from where? 1 to 10. Number from 1 to 10. Then I want to print this integer in what? Roman. Then what I'm doing, I'm saying match n. So match will read the value of n. If that value of n is 1, what you are doing? You are trying to print in Roman, uppercase, that is I, 1. Suppose if it is a 2, then I'll say what here? 2. If it is a 3, what will I do? I'll say print. What should I print here? 3. Can I write in one line? Yes. You can also write in one line, no problem. You can write like this also, because how many statements are there? Only one statement. But if you have a multiple statements, then you have to write as a block. Now case, if it is a 4, then I'm trying to print. So this is what here? 4. So multiple cases you have to write. So if it is equal to any one of this, yes, now this is a 5, then I try to display 5. And if this is a 6, sorry, if it is a 6, then I try to display, yeah, this is a 6, and then if it is a 7, display 7, and 8, if it is a 9, and case 10, then I display in 10. Case default, then I'll say print. Print what is that? Invalid integer. Okay, because I'm checking how many here? Only 10. So this is write a program. Write a program to convert integer to Roman. So enter integer. See, what is this asking? Enter integer number from 1 to 10. So my value is 5. So displayed in 5 conversion. If I enter 3, so displayed what here? 3. If I enter some 10, displayed in what? 10. If I enter 12, invalid integer, because is it 12 is matched with any case? 12 is matched with any case here? No, it doesn't match with any case. If it is not matched with any case, then it execute which case? Default case. If it is not matched with any case, then it execute default case and then display what is the message? Invalid integer, right? Yes. Now some more examples we'll see about match, and then we'll see looping control statements, because all these are required to learn data structures. I didn't say about list type, set type, dictionaries. No. Because when we work with the list, one list is there. Okay, one list contains some 100 integers. I want to find even numbers. I want to find odd numbers. Then you have to check some condition or not. Yes. For that, you should know which statements. Conditional statement. There is list is there. I want to read values from list. Then I should know looping control statements. Without knowing this, you cannot learn data structures and collections like list, set, dictionaries, tuples, bytes, strings. No. Okay, that's the reason first I'm telling you this, and then we'll go for collections topic, right? Yes. But we'll see more on this like match statement, but not today, but tomorrow we'll discuss that. Okay, now? Right. We'll stop it here today and tomorrow we'll continue this. Right. Thank you. Right. Dictionaries, collections में जाना. Okay. Like dictionary banana. Each number there is one Roman letter. Okay. List dictionaries. आता है यार जल्दीबाजी क्यों? Yes, we'll see tomorrow here. Thank you. We'll see tomorrow. Yes. No, yeah. Today is raining. So actually 7:15 only. Okay. It was raining, so it is rain. Right.